Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Chera if this is your first time here. Today we're talking about books, guys. Okay, we are going to get our read on in this 2021. This year is going to be a great year, and one way we are going to do that is by infusing our minds with as much knowledge and just all of the self-help, personal development, learning about new skills, learning about people that you admire. That is what we are going to be doing this year. The challenge is basically I'm trying to read at least one book a month, if not more. If you're new to my channel, you may not know that I'm a huge advocate for self-development, and one of the ways that we can do that is by reading. There's this great quote by Sir Richard Steele that says, "Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body," and I couldn't agree more. I think that sometimes people forget about reading. You may not like to read, so there are other alternatives to still reading a book. You know, you can do the audible thing, you can listen to the books, which is still one of my favorite ways to learn and read books, but I missed actually reading the book and actually having whole books. You know, I miss it. So we are going to get into my list for what I'm reading in 2021. We're going to touch on personal development, self-help, a little bit of autobiography, and then we're also going to be doing a little bit of just money mindset. Okay guys, so if you're ready, get your pen, get your paper, let's dive in. That was cute. Okay. You gotta pump yourself up when you're doing these videos, guys, okay? Gotta pump yourself up. So I don't know where I want to start, but I think, okay, let's start with personal development. So I was doing some research, and these three books kept coming up in my search. The first book I chose is this book called Flow. Okay, and I ordered all the books on Amazon. I will leave all the links down below. Okay, this book is called Flow. It is a national bestseller. I cannot pronounce the author's last name. His name, just period. I can't pronounce it, but I'll leave it on the screen here so you guys can see. And the book is described as the key to unlocking meaning, creativity, peak performance, and true happiness. And so topics like these are really my jam, because for me, I'm always trying to seek, my book just fell, hold on. I'm always wanting to just explore that world of how can I get to happy, like discovering what is my true state of happiness, my true state of being, my true state of creativity. So this book was very appealing to me. I'm very excited to read it. The second book I have is One for Your Mind. Okay guys, it is described as a book to, it says, to upgrade your brain, learn anything faster, and unlock your exceptional life. I love shit like this. I love like titles like this, brings me in. This is a New York Times bestseller. It's by author Jim Quick. He has a whole website. If you go on his website, I'll try to leave that link too. But it's just all about freeing your mind. The book is called Limitless, about freeing your mind, not based on the movie, okay? It's not based on the movie, but it, you know, it has in here, free your mind, limitless mindset, limitless motivation, limitless methods for transformation, and all getting to a limitless you. And I'm trying to turn up the heat in 2021. Like, I'm trying to maximize my potential is what I'm trying to do. And so I'm hoping that a book like this will give me some insight on how I can do that. The last book in my personal development segment is a book that I have talked about on my social media. If you're not following me there, guys, you want to go over there and check that out. It is the first book. I already started reading it. It is by James Clear, and it is called Atomic Habits. It's a very easy read. He makes it very easy for you to understand his concepts and the information that he's trying to put out to you. So I appreciate that. I don't like books that are, you gotta like Google what it means. I don't like that. If you guys have read this book, please leave some comments down below in the community on what you think about it. But yeah, this book is just all about turning over, maybe transforming your bad habits to good habits, getting rid of bad habits, and learning new habits, creating new habits so that you can live a more fulfilling life. So next on my list is self-help. So I have some social anxiety. I am an introvert, a true introvert at heart, and I know that you guys are like, well, Chera, but you do YouTube. It's different, guys. I'm talking to a camera. I'm talking to you. You know, I love you, but I'm talking to a camera. There's no one here, and I'm really trying to, oh, I just spit. Guys, I'm really trying to put myself out there more on social media. And that's hard for me because I'm a really private person, and I'm trying to like open myself and be open-minded. So I feel like a book like this would help me. It is called How to Be Yourself. I also wanted to find something to help me kind of deal with my own inner demons, just kind of like the comparison and being so critical of myself. So this is a great book. It's by author Ellen Hendrickson. I'm hoping that it's a great book. This is the cover here, How to Be Yourself, and it says quiet your inner critic and rise above social anxiety. The next book on my self-help list is a book by Susan Jeffers, and it is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. This is probably going to be the next book that I read. I'm very excited to read it because I myself am just endeavoring on a personal journey, an entrepreneurial journey, and there is a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of, you know, all of that comes with that. And so I'm really encouraged to read a book like this. It says dynamic techniques for turning fear, indecision, and anger into power, action, and love. And it's over 2 million copies sold. And so if you're feeling those feelings, if you're looking for a book like this, if you're having some doubt, some anxiety, this may be a book that you're interested in reading. Sorry guys, the light changed in here, so I had to turn on some light. The last book in the self-help category is a book that comes to you. It is the second book in kind of like the series. It is from a book that I have read several times, listened to several times. It's one of my favorite books. It is a book that has changed my life. It started my transformation into who I am today, and it is called The Greatest Secret. So she came out, Rhonda Byrne is the author of The Secret, and she came out with a second book. And I kind of already read over a little bit of the pages, just kind of glossed over it. And this, I'm not going to tell you what the secret is, what the greatest secret is, but if you're struggling with believing in yourself, this book, I can already tell that this is going to be a book that you want to read. I would highly suggest reading The Secret first before you read this. I love The Secret, guys. I will always say that on there. I will always rep The Secret. It is a great book, and I love it. But yeah, I would highly recommend you read that one first, and then you read this one. So now we're going to get to our money category, and I actually have 2 books to recommend before I tell you what my pick is for this category. The first book is by Dave Ramsey, and it's called The Total Money Makeover. If you are in debt, I would highly suggest you read that book. Okay, it is a great book for people that are struggling financially, and just teaches you, it will teach you how to get in front of it and what you need to do to get rid of your debt. The second book that I would recommend is a book called I Will Teach You to Be Rich. The name of the author escapes me. Hold on. It is by author Rami Sethi, and it is a great book. The way I actually listen to these books on Audible, and I would recommend probably reading. Well, I would say that they're books that you could read too, because there's a lot of pertinent information in there that you really need to highlight. But the thing about Audible, this is not sponsored, but if you guys are interested in wanting to get an Audible, like if you prefer to listen to books, it's great. You get 1 book free per month, and if you don't like a book, you can return it and they give you another credit so that you can use another book. But you keep the book forever, and you can download it onto your phone. So you can always re-listen to the books as many times as you want. So that's my spiel about Audible, because I love Audible. But let me get to my pick. I don't want to keep rambling. My pick for money management is Think and Grow Rich. Okay, I actually started reading this book last year in 2020. Did not finish it, so I'm planning to just start it over and read it. But from what I've read, it's crazy to think that they don't teach this stuff in school. They don't teach these ideals in school. Like, it is crazy to me. This book is a great book if you are wanting to change your mindset and the way that you think about money, and also your relationship with money, how you view money, how you can manifest money, and all of that. So this is a great read, very interesting. It comes from the way it's written. You can tell that it's an older book, but it's still enjoyable, not a hard read at all. And did I highlight stuff in here? Yeah, I actually have stuff highlighted in here from when I was reading it. Moving on to the next category, which is going to be autobiographies, or just kind of, you know, reading about biographies of people. And the two people I chose to read about were Matthew McConaughey, because number one, I'm a fan, and I think he's fine. Okay, I've always just liked him, just as an actor and just in real life. Like, I've never seen anything or heard anything about him that made me go like, you know, I'm done, you know, as a fan. So, and I love his voice too. So I feel like it's a book that I really enjoy. They have the Audible version too. And at first I was like, maybe I should listen to the Audible version. But then I was like, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the actual book. So I have it here, and this is the cover. The cover is kind of weird. I'm hoping that they meant to do it like this, because this is the book and this is the cover. I don't know. But this is his book, Green Lights, and it's just his account, you know, a book about his account, his life. And I think he wrote his journal every day, and he turned it into a book basically. So I'm just curious to learn about his perspective and his life lessons that he's wanting to share with all of us. So that's why I chose this book. Next book I chose is by my adoptive godmother. She doesn't know it, okay guys, but it is by Michelle Obama, and it is her book, Becoming. And I just, as a African-American woman, I admire her so much, I love her so much, and I wanted to get to know her more. So that's why I chose this book. And you know, I'm so proud of her, and yeah, so I'm excited to read this one as well. And then I have a final book that I don't actually have here. It has not come in yet, but it is by a new author. Her name is Demetria L. Lucas. She's a black author, black female author, and it's a book about relationships, and it is called Don't Waste Your Pretty. I'll leave it here for you guys to see. It's a relationship book that focuses on empowering women in relationships, and whether it's a friend relationship, a romantic relationship, family relationship. And so for me, that was very interesting to me, other than just wanting to support her. And so that one is just my contribution to black authors. So that one should be fun to read though. And just like that, we're done. That is the list for 2021. Let me know in the comments if you guys are going to join the challenge with me. What's on your reading list for this year? I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video, guys. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Love ya. There's this great quote by Sir Richard Steele that says, "Reading is to the mind as exercises to the body," and I totally agree with that. Are interested in, the first book is Becoming Michelle Obama. No, that's not the first book. The book is Becoming. I cracked myself up.